Hello everybody, welcome to Peach King Gaming. My name's Tom and I just want to say thank you all for joining me today. I know I'm a little bit late to the party, but I want to say welcome to the new year to everyone listening. 2019 is hopefully going to be a big year for me, hopefully going to give me lots of opportunities to try some new things. I'm obviously really trying to start up this channel and get things rolling. Hopefully it'll be really interesting for anyone who's watching. I'm going to try and release at least one video a week for starting off, and then as I get myself rolling, hopefully going to pick the pace up from there. Everyone else, I hope 2019 offers them lots of opportunities. Now, as you can clearly see from the title screen and from the title of the video, we're going to be playing Warhammer 2 Total War today, and as part of that, we're going to be playing the Vortex campaign, or the Eye of the Vortex campaign, and as part of Eye of the Vortex, I want to be playing as Kroq-Gar. I haven't had a chance to play as Kroq-Gar yet, or the Lizardmen, and I really want to give them a go. So, my plan is simply to play this game on very hard. Probably going to struggle with it a bit, because I'll have to admit I'm not amazing at Total War games. Been playing them for a while. First one I ever got was Rome Total War, and literally I spent ages waiting for the game, saved up for a new computer. I think I actually bought the game before I had a computer that could run it properly, which was, you know, a little bit geeky of me, a little bit stupid, but yeah, loved the game, and that totally got me into it. Anyway, bit more focus on this. Little bit of attributes about the Lizardmen. A lot of you probably already know this. They have the geomantic web. They have settlements that are linked by a network, which boosts the power of commandments. They have special spawnings, which gives periodic missions allowing access to powerful blessed variants of certain units. From what I've seen, these can be really quite decisive in terms of swinging potential battles if you get some of the blessed units. They also have a lot of beasts, which they use for various tasks. So I think they have Carnosaurs. I think it lists a few of them over here, doesn't it? Yeah, Carnosaurs, Stegodon, Bastiladon, Pterodon. I think Pterodons are the flying ones that you can see here flying around. I think one of the Carnosaurs is Kroq-Gar's mount. Can't quite remember his name off the top of my head, but I know he has a very unique mount. Don't think the blue one is, I think it's the red one that's his. So anyway, so yeah, they have a lot of beasts, but unfortunately they are vulnerable to losing control and charging. Now, for Kroq-Gar specifically, his faction effect is he has -10 upkeep for all his units. For his own individual lord effect, he has +10 leadership for his army, -50% for the Saurus and Cold One units. He has +10 leadership for the Stegodon, Bastiladon, Pterodon and Carnosaurs, so for his army you probably want to have a lot of their beast units out there. Has increased ambush success chance, and has increased armor for all of the large beastly units they have. As you can see already, they have he has a feral Stegodon as his additional units and Kroq-Gars. So that feral Stegodon will immediately have +20 armor, so he'll go up to 140 armor, which is pretty high armor from comparing it to the Warhammer 1 that I've played. Really good charge bonus, so you want him crashing through your units. Not amazing speed, but better than nothing. Anyway, too much of me talking. Let's get started and have a look.
Since the days of creation, the reptiles have dominated the jungle continent of Lustria. The ignorant call the creatures Lizardmen. The wise know them as defenders of the world. In ages past, the Old Ones had a plan. But then the stellar gates collapsed, the Old Ones fled, and demons flooded the mortal plane. Led by the Slann, the Lizardmen fought the demons that surged across Lustria. Yet, it was the elves that created the Great Vortex. A swirling maelstrom that siphoned the world of chaos, withering demonkind. The world was saved, but But the Vortex endures only because it is bolstered by the power of the Slan, via the Great Warding. If the warding should fail, the demons will return.
The forked tongue of Vortex hangs low in the sky. The Slan have felt it. Now I see it. Brighter, clearer. Its hiss disturbs the winds of magic. Look, dark rags, the sacred plaques. One prophecy shines above all others. Vortex of the warm blood. But the full meaning cannot be deciphered. If our master will not wake, we journey to the city of the sun.
So there we have it for the introduction. I have to say, I absolutely love the little hissing sounds they have going on the voice effects. I think that's really, really cool. No, that sounds like Gollum. Wanted to give it a try, but I'm not good with voices at all. If anyone's got really good impressions of the Lizardmen, please do send them in. It'd be great to listen to people's impressions and voice attempts.
Mazdamundi, Kroq-Gar, Mundi Pandis, Masitza Hughes. One soul, Plax Masitza Kur, Muskas Quachini. Chogok Atasekwa. Cha-cha-kwa. Nuit clan mazitza ata. Lock chalk.
So there we have it for the introduction and the little beginning movie and the little talk from Kroq-Gar himself, giving us an idea of what we should get going on the campaign. Now, before we go too far or get any further, I have a question. The Hand of Gods that Kroq-Gar has, from what I understand, it's meant to be more of a gauntlet, but I find, or I feel from what I've seen of the artworks for Warhammer 2, it seems to be a lot more mechanical, as if potentially it's the whole elbow and sleeve. So, question of the day is, do you think it's cooler as a gauntlet, or do you prefer it as it seems to be, which is an entire arm taken over and even potentially replaced a little bit with the mechanical effects? Now, let's get a little bit further along and see what's happening. So, yeah, that's fine. Just by the way, I do have the advisor enabled. I don't need him particularly, but it's if everyone finds it annoying, we'll get rid of it. If people don't mind it, we'll let him play in the background. I'm only listening it to because this is my first proper playthrough of Warhammer 2. I know I'm really slow to the party there, and don't know how many new bits there are that I might miss potentially. So, know how to play this. We've already read through this. Geometric web about linking the network of settlements, blessed spawnings. Don't really need anything else. Let's have a look. Okay, so our first mission. Knowledge of the stars. Ensure that one of the following buildings has been constructed. Pretty easy. Get 500. So yeah, early game missions just to get you started.
Chakotar Plax, Sek ad Aksakai to City. Mazdamundi Zugar, Kroq-Gar Plax, Chazeka Ata.
Do have to say, I love the little hissing, roaring of the Lizardmen voices there. That makes it really, really quite interesting and engaging. Anyway, so another little early game mission. Got to capture and occupy a settlement belonging to Clan Mordkin. Though, saying that, this is a 16 stack army. I do not feel comfortable attacking a 16 stack army with what I have here. So that might have to wait a little second. I know it's a very early beginning one, but playing it on very hard, that could be a bit of a challenge because I'm going to be debuffed, they're going to be buffed up. It's going to be a bit of a challenge. So there we go. Another little mission. Thank you, Kroq-Gar. Let's have a look around. What's this? Mysterious Island. This can be searched with a lord. Yes, I remember reading about these. So you can have little search effect missions. Right, so let's see what we've got around us. We've got the Cursed Jungle, which is part of Kingdom of Beasts, so we want to capture that before too long. Lost Plateau, Kroq-Gar, that's going to be dwarves, surely. Golden Tower, so another one of the Lizardmen. I'm assuming they're Lizardmen as well. Oh, we have Beastmen down here. Hopefully they might cause some issues for the... Oh, we've got a port. Ports would be very, very useful. Suitable climate, so we can capture most of these. Unpleasant, so we can capture it, but it will be more difficult to settle there. Might be worth just raising it. Right, that's... So, technologies. Can't unlock any technologies at the moment. Need to build various buildings. This is giving us an idea of how the geomantic web is. So, strength looks to be 2, so it's just owned or neutral settlements. It's telling us how to increase it. So if we build a geomantic pylon, it goes up to 3. Geomantic spire 4. Geomantic locus 5. Though presumably you'd have to have a level 5 settlement, so they can't be built everywhere, I'm going to assume. Rites. What different rites we have? So you can summon a Slan Mage Priest. Army of Feral Carnosaur. That would be really useful for Kroq-Gar, but bloody hell is that expensive. Rite of Sotek. If I'm pronouncing any of these wrong, by the way, please do try to correct me in the comments. I will try my best. And Rite of Ferocity, which helps experience. Meh. That's pretty good. So, Kroq-Gar himself, we have 2 Saurus Warriors, Skink Cohorts, the Stegodon, and the Kroq-Gars. Again, like I say, that's quite a tough army, so I'm not sure I necessarily want to go and attack them straight away. We also... Who else do we have? We have... Ratok here. Ratok is a priest of heavens. What kind of abilities does Ratok learn? Rolling skies. It's a hex. Reduced speed and defense. Wind blast. That's quite good. What moves does he have already? Harmonic convergence. So that's it. It increases them. Curse of Midnight. Hex again. So wind blast and Uranon's Thunderbolt, both of those, so he would be very... Oh, he can even get a Stegodon. That would be very, very good. So definitely want to train him up as quickly as possible. Yep, fine. I think I've read about the geomantic... Oh, still on it. Ha 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 ha. That's why it's showing up. Diplomacy.
Foreign powers may be managed through diplomacy, my lord. Consider your situation.
Yep, thank you. I've got a reasonable idea about that, advisor. So can't get any trade treaties at the moment, so I can't really do anything there. We're very reliable, but our strength rank is pretty abysmal compared to everybody else at the moment. So don't really need... Oops. Okay, so sorry if there was a little bit of a weird pause there, guys. Game started crashing randomly when I tried to come out of the diplomacy screen for some reason. Not quite sure what's causing that. fact, I'm going to give it... oh, no, technology, wrong one. Going to give it another little test. So it's let me come in. Let me have a look. That's all fine. Can I cancel it? Yeah, that's fine. No idea what was happening there. So yeah, in case any of you missed that, I can't trade with anybody at the moment because of just got nobody to trade with. So no one wants to be our friends particularly. Right, what can we do here? So, oh, that will unlock a technology for us. Tablets of Saurus. To be fair, this goes up to level 5. That's a level 4 structure. I'm pretty sure that's one of the ones we needed. Anyway, I will build that. What else have we got here? Any unique buildings? So this is the unique building. Plus 30 growth. Plus 40... plus 4%. 40? That would be amazing. 4% replenishment rate. But this unlocks a technology. What is it? 30 up to 50 and 8 versus 40 and staying at 4. So the other one does give us, but that unlocks technology. I'm going for this one just because it unlocks the technology. Now, having a look at other characters, we obviously had Ratok here. We wanted to get his lightning up and going. Let's try and get him a little bit of experience. So let's have a little look at Ratok. He looks cool. What a cool little guy. And then Kroq-Gar, as I was saying. So if you look at him, you can see the glove there. Might see it a bit better in as he is. So his hand of gods, as you can, when he turns eventually, and maybe have a better look on the battle screen, it looks almost mechanical. I don't want to engage these guys, so I am going to pull back into the Temple of... oh, could we actually... could we sail out? Potentially. Oh, yeah. In case you hadn't noticed, guys, the island that used to be there, this is actually technically a new campaign. Because the game crashed and I hadn't saved it yet. Well, yeah, this is a new file technically, but again, very hard. If we look at the settings... very hard. So, keeping those the same. But, yeah. Because of the crash, I had to restart it, which annoyingly means we've lost that little island that we would have been able to explore. So can't get him to do that. But anyway, so for now, Kroq-Gar back to the Temple of Skulls, because I don't want you engaging those guys just yet. What can we... yes, thank you. I know about global recruitment. So what can we get here? They're not likely to have anything big. So the spearmen probably aren't overly useful at the moment. Though I'm sure they get racked ogres or something. No, I think just filling out the front line with some Saurus warriors would be quite useful at the moment. I'm going to recruit 2 of them because if I recruit 3 of them, I don't think I'd be able to use this guy. Yeah, no. I want to get Ratok to come out here and try and block the army. With the hope being hero activity success. So yes, so he's brilliant. So he's succeeded, which has allowed him to upgrade. What's harmonic conversion? Oh, that might be really good. Steel technology, I'm not particularly interested in that. Reduce corruption, wound, increase block army, hero success chance, cost of hit. That's quite a good one. That's actually really quite good if you want, but that's only if you want them using lots of stuff. I want to unlock some of these abilities, so I'm going to go for the harmonic convergence and then hopefully upgrade Ratok a bit more at a later point. Come back there because then you can join the army to fight. This is just telling us about what happened, so successfully. So they shouldn't be able to move, I believe, now. So yeah, you're recruiting there. I wouldn't be able to recruit any more units. Nope, I've built what I want to. Right, so we'll just quick look at the objectives. Complete all rituals, win the following battle. Or if we want to dominate, we'd have to destroy Followers of Nagash, Clan Moors, Clan Pestilence, Cult of Pleasure, Nalgarond, and Lothran. So a lot of people would have to defeat there. So let's go. Oh, actually, sorry, I know I keep bouncing around. One last thing. Okay, so public order's okay now that he's sitting in there. Not that we need to worry about that too much. Income, nothing. 1 population surplus. This needs 2 and we're only going up by 20 a turn, so that would take a while, which is probably a good reason we need to increase some of this. Corruption, no vampiric, but we are of course getting Skaven corruption and character chaos corruption, which presumably, yeah, is going to be these 2 in the Serpent Coast, because they're all part of the same, yeah, they're all part of the same area, which probably means that these guys have a city down here. Don't know about the Cursed Jungle, but let's end turn for now. Oh, so we've built that, so we've got an extra 500, which is good. That adds to our funds a bit. What's happening down here?
Research, my lord.
That's fine, thank you. We will have a look. Yeah, we'll research. So it is. These are all just early game little missions trying to get you moving. Ooh, so that's what we're on looking now. What was the other one? It was Tablet of Sword. That bit could be a bit useful, but we'll have a few turns before we were able to do that. Seeing as he's going away, is it worth going up to the Cursed Jungle? It might be, mightn't it? Let's get you to have another go. Base chance 51, positive outcome 50% chance, 50-50. Failure, but he still gained a bit of experience from it. Are they on guard? On guard, so 20% chance of... That doesn't seem as big as last time. I'm sure they had like a 50% chance. Maybe that's the assassination one that I remember. I'm... Only from what I remember before in the old Warhammer, I am going to recruit another Lord. So they're all Saurus Old Bloods. So we've got Tough, better armor, melee defense, Tactician, better leadership, character order. I think they usually have quite good leadership, don't they? Yeah, the Saurus warriors usually have... Yeah, Saurus have quite good leadership. So that's not necessarily essential. And... so that's if they're likely to be attacked a lot. I think Tough, just for throwing them to battle. I'm recruiting this guy because I want him to go and have a look up there. Kroq-Gar. It's next turn, isn't it? So that's oh God Almighty, that's increased our costs quite a lot. Yeah, we're gonna have to go and do some fighting, aren't we? No, I'm going to save my money. I'm going to send Kroq-Gar 49, don't want 49, 54% chance down here. And then, can I change his stance? Increase the army's vision defense, allowing for vanguard deployment in battle. Chance of intercepting underway. Oh, that's bloody hell, that's really quite good. So having a look at these stances, stance of Atromancy, that seems pretty good. That's a very, very useful. So that's increased line of sight, better ambush defense. So if I think I'm going to get attacked, that might be a really good stance to take. Only 25 to adopt. Channeling, that's if we increase our Winds of Magic. Encamp. Stance, ambush. So I only need 25%. That's what I wanted, the ambush one. So if I come down here and change Kroq-Gar to ambush stance, if these guys choose to come back up this way, hopefully I can ambush them. So Yeah, no, it's a bit of a slow start. I want to save up some money because next turn I can get the Saurus Warriors. I believe it's in this one. The Saurus Warriors, yeah, Saurus Warriors with shields, the ones with spears. And it's Saurus Spears, haha, nice easy name. Saurus Spears with shields, because just looking at them, they've got a reasonable number of missile infantry. So it's probably a good idea to have them ready and on guard.
Dwarfs, my lord. These runts rarely emerge from under their mountains. Don't be fooled by them.
Didn't really need to know that. Ambush foiled. One of our forces has been detected while attempting to ambush him. I wonder who discovered him. Oh well. Let's have a look. I will come right to our border, and then I will recruit. That's what I want. So they're a bit more expensive. 110. That's going to eat into our. All got the same health. It's just. Yeah, they're identical. So if I get 2 of them, Ratok probably won't be able to do anything. Nope, too expensive. God, we have no money. Join in with the army. Is it worth disbanding some of these guys just to... No, I'll leave that for now. Probably would have been a good idea to disband them, but for now, let's go and have a look at the... Send this guy up this way to look at the cursed jungle. Is there any way anyone can attack? No, that's a very isolated spot, so... Yeah, let's get that up there. You're recruiting...
Kroq-Gar.
So another little mission just encouraging us to go and explore the ruined settlement. So let's have a look how this goes. Let's go and have a look. So let's search ruins. Oh blimey. Throughout the world, the Old Ones left various troves of power for use by their most trusted servants. To prevent such power falling into the wrong hands, they placed wards and cryptographic locks over them. As millennia have passed, these wards have weakened, but the arcane locks remain. To access treasure, solve the puzzle. So that took me way longer than it should have done. Bloody hell. So let's... it's disappeared as well. We've just completed it and it's disappeared. Oh, apparently we've encountered 2 new factions. Oh, where's it? Oh, there we go. So obviously we got the reward for even attempting to search for it. We then answered it and apparently got it right. Not quite sure how. Really not sure, but apparently we did. So we got 2. So we got an extra 1,000, brilliant, and the spawning pool cleaner. Construction costs most for cultive and cultive. Okay, that's pretty good. Oh, so we got a follower. Brilliant. Okay, who has anyone been given the follower? So no one's got him. It's a local province, so you're more likely to stay there. So you can have him, and because I'm not going to be able to colonize that even next turn, not unless I beat them. Actually, you stay there because I might be able to colonise that next turn. Units recruited. Got the 2 Saurus warriors with shields. Right, let's try and get some battles going now. Let's advance forward slowly, but surely. Right, presumably. Let's give it a shot. Yep, so it was a Skaven settlement. They have... Oh, that is not nearly as bad as I was imagining it to be. So we have Clan Mortar. They've got all of their skirmishers. Yeah, loads of skirmishers. But we do have at least 6 warriors. Yeah. Right, let's give this a go. Right, actually, let's have a little... Scout the terrain. It's just an open field battle. Hills up on our left slightly. Maybe able to force them to fight us between these 2 rocks so they can't overlap us too much. That might be the plan. Right, let's give it a go. This battle's probably going to be the last bit for today, and then we'll call it an end. Sorry it's not been a hugely exciting first episode in terms of battles, but being on very hard, I wanted to make sure I've got a decent chance of winning some of these battles. And it is lovely and dark here in the underground where the Skaven live. That's a really, really cool effect, having it so dark. Oh, so I got it wrong. So they're on the downhill. So yeah, actually, placing ourselves between these 2 bits up on that ridge might be a good idea. It's not a huge ridge. I mean, it's good having a ridge, but yeah, it's probably going to be worth trying to get up there and fight them down the hill. I'm going to put these guys at the front. Right, I'll be 2 seconds while I try and get myself set up. Right, so I've got myself set up as best as I can. I'm planning to try and storm this ridge as quickly as we can and fight them from the ridge up there. Might try and see what else I can do working around that. Kroq-Gars are going to have to try and mince through some of their weaker units, but we have to avoid going for their really, really beastie units. By the way, if it seems a little bit brighter for you guys, I did brighten up the screen for myself because it was a little bit dark, but I don't know how much that might have affected the game. Probably not because it's being captured. Going to gamble because 6 is a little bit low and it's out of 30, so we're definitely on the lower end there. And we got... Oh, bloody hell, we got 19. That's really good. Right, so done our deployment. Little sweep over the army before we start. So, Saurus warriors. The Saurus warriors have shields. Hopefully, with all those slingers, we're going to soak up as much of the fire as we can. Kroq-Gars, beastly looking units. Jeez, look at that. Literally walking crocodiles with giant hammers. What monsters. And then more of our Saurus warriors. That is quite a sight. And then we've got the skinks at the back. Javelinmen, our Stegodon, Kroq-Gar himself with his, in my opinion, very mechanical metallic looking arm, and then Ratok. By the way, very open to renaming characters or units. Please do leave sensible suggestions in the comments section. Right, let's get back to things. Right, let's start the battle. I know people don't always like people pausing, but just to get myself started, I want to get up here as quickly as we can. Skinks come out on this flank. Stegodon there. Kroq-Gars. What do they have in that flank? Very quickly. Skaven slaves, halberds, so spear infantry, sword infantry. How much spears do they have? Mostly swords, isn't it? Sword infantry. Oh, they're going to have a load hiding. I can't see them. They're going to have a load hiding. probably actually, looking at how many slingers there are. Ooh, this is tricky, tricky, tricky. Yeah, staggered on that side. Kroq-Gars come up behind here. Kroq-Gar really want to try and target their lord to break their morale as quickly as possible. Right, let's get going. Go guys, run, run, run.
The winds of magic blow strongly in this place, Commander.
Yes, thank you. It's because I gambled and got extra magic. Missile infantry running up straight away. Really want to engage them as quickly as possible, don't we? Are they all coming forward? No, they are staying in place, so potentially can pick some of their units off fairly quickly. I don't really want the javelinmen to waste javelin. Don't fire at them. I don't want you to waste. Oh, they're not firing at the ones necessarily. Can they chase them? Nope, they're firing at them anyway. I thought I told you not to fire at will. Oh. Don't really want them to waste their javelins. Yeah, there we go. Chase them off. Go, Stegadon. Go, go, go. You've got huge armor. You should be able to tank their shots. Where's one of my shields? 2 shields. Really want them to come here. There. Go on. Chasing them off. These guys are really slow, aren't they? Yeah, their speed's horrendous. Stegadon's barely suffered any damage because of his awesome armor. Go on, go up there, cause them to fire at you. Good, they're coming. Ooh, might have actually pulled some units. Right, forget that for now. Form up. Might have to screw up with that anyway. What are you guys doing? What are you doing all the way back here? Come on, guys. Yeah, you can take on the clan rats. Shields, you plug the line. There, tons of shields. Go on, right, screw it. Fire at will. Both fire at will, yeah. Right. Just gonna have to charge forward. People are coming around the flank. Right, who have we got up here still? Got a whole unit of Saurus Warriors, and you guys engage. Where is their leader? Where is their leader? There he is. Right, Kroq-Gar, you take him. Where have I put... Oh god, I've lost track of units. There we are. Yeah, you take on the sword infantry. Stegadon. Go on, Stegadon. Right, they're holding their own a little bit. Come on, guys. Oh, what are you doing? Saurus Warriors, come on. Join, engage. That's it, Stegadon. I need you to cause absolute terror for them. I need you to... Right, what needs plugging? This bit of the line needs plugging. Who... Yeah, these Saurus Warriors are really suffering. Come on, guys. Need you to wreck them. And then charge into the back again, Stegadon. That's what I need you to do. I need you to just keep repeatedly keep charging into them. Get in there. Right, let's have a little look, closer look. Kroq-Gar. Yes, that's it. You need you to keep going for his lord. They're on rampage, but there's not a lot I can do about that. Right, come on. Oh, there's spear infantry. Need to keep you away from the spear infantry, ideally. Good, so you guys have won that. Swing into the side of them. Ratok. You can cast that again. Yeah. Ratok, come and join. Oh, come and join the fray. Right, line's still holding. It's a bit risky getting them involved there, but worth it. Yep, that's it. Go on. Right. Where are you going? Into the back of these guys. Where are you going? Break. What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? Go on into the back of those. Oh, I've got another. Oh, I've got loads of people rampaging, which isn't perfect. Just come on, kill his lord. Ratok, where are you going? Right, I need to get back in. To be fair, they're doing okay. Go on, you beat them. Where's those pepperings? Right, Stegodon, where are you going? Chase them away. Well, this is going better than I was expecting it to, considering how many men they had. But I guess the difference is we're... Oh, no, do not let him get away. Oh. Right, chase them. You guys... Let's get back in control of these guys. There we go. That's it. Flank them. Just need to keep... To be fair... It's whether I can... No. Oh, he's fleeing anyway. Go on, keep chasing people. There. That's fine. Right, Kroq-Gars. Get in there and help finish them off. It's just about encircling them and trying to cause as much routing as possible. Kroq-Gar's just like, right, taking care of this myself. Should probably use more of this. Stegodon's just having a whale of a time over here, taking on whatever's down here, which is brilliant. Clan rats with shields. I've managed to keep my big guys away from their spears mostly. Why are you... Oh, he's exhausted, so he's out of control. Ratok, you have that, don't you? There we go. Where is he? I don't want any units wiped out, so you guys pull back. Ratok's being injured. Where are you going? No, come join. They're wiping out most of those. Those have gone primal. Right. Saurus warriors, turn around and help over here. This is mostly going in our favour. You guys turn and face them. That unit of Saurus warriors go and... Oh, someone's fleeing. Oh, Ratok! I guess you're not really a fighter, so I can't have too much of a go at you. Where's that Stegodon? Kroq-Gar's kicking ass. It's just about chasing down as many of... Problem is with the bloody Skaven, they just...
Steady their nerves and they will...
Yes, thank you, that's fine. The damn Skaven, they just keep... They just keep coming back. They don't give up. Do not give up, the damn Skaven, do they? Just keep... Attack and run, that's everything they do. Right, how's this still on? Come on. So they're shattered, they're not coming back. Actually, the Saurus warriors just need to keep... There we go, finally got rid of them, so managed to break enough of them. Right, I am going to speed this up while I try and chase down whatever I can. Not going to be able to chase down a lot of them just because of how slow my men are compared to them. And I think, yeah, if we have a little look at unit information, these guys, yeah, they've got 48 speed boosted, whereas I've only got 50 speed. But let's go, stick it on. Try and chase down something. Definitely going to have to try and get more units that can run around. But those damn Skaven, just brilliant. Right. Triple gameplay speed. He's not going to catch anybody. No one's catching anybody. Right, we'll end it there. That was not too bad. Didn't lose Ratok. Need to be more careful of Ratok. That got very, very close to him being wiped out. Only lost 361 men, which was good. 280, 271, 258, 206 people were absolutely killing it out there. Skaven, yeah. Yeah, so they're big units. They did a lot of damage. They were probably up against my skink, though. Those were probably the ones that damaged them that much. But hopefully, if we take this city, that should help us in terms of income and should give us some trade opportunities. So there we go. Close victory, which is fine by me. That's a lot of money. That is going to allow us to colonize the other one, which would immediately allow us to... Actually, yeah, that means we'd control the whole region and immediately be able to issue some edicts, or whatever they're called in this particular game. No, I think edicts was Rome Total War 2. So, Totem of Prophecy causes those who look upon it to realise their own mortality. Right, I'm pretty sure the Kroq-Gar, they already cause terror. So, I'm going to have to work out who I want to assign that to in terms of my units. But having one of my Saurus warriors cause fear and terror could actually be incredibly useful, so that's really good. Yep, so because we were attacking the city, we didn't have to chase them down at the end, because they all get killed anyway. What are we going to do? We can... So we don't actually capture it. We can loot and occupy. We've already gained a load of money, so that wouldn't be very worth it to me. I'm going to occupy. Oop. Hello. There we go. Not sure what was happening there. So, clan revealed. Clan Mordkin. We have discovered this faction. It's fine. Sorry for always going quiet during Kroq-Gar's speeches, but I have to say I absolutely love the Lizardmen voice. I think it's just brilliant and I really enjoy listening to it. So if you guys don't like it, I can always cut that out at a later point, but personally I just love listening to Kroq-Gar talk. I think it's a brilliant voiceover. So we've got the rat spawn pests. So capture and occupy the settlements. Obviously we've captured the Serpent Coast. Last Defender, Xhotl? No idea. Someone will have to teach me how to pronounce some of these. Unnatural spawn of the rat infest our Southland realms. They squat in our lost cities and steal our lore. Purge the mighty Kroq-Gar, reclaim the ruins. Skaven inhabit their underworld, making their settlements indistinguishable from ruins until approached. So that's why we couldn't tell what was in there until we approached it. So we've killed Murta Grathskar, however you'd pronounce that. And obviously, yes, so right, let's just double check. So, yep, they cause fear and terror. They cause fear but not terror, but there's no point in double dosing on that. I think he doesn't cause fear or terror. I wonder if it's worth giving it to Kroq-Gar, because I do want Kroq-Gar to get involved in the fight a bit. I'll assign that during battle, won't I? That's fine. Right, what are the other things? No, I'm assigning that to him, so that's fine. Anything? Nope, done that, done. Close victory, seen that. Bitter Sea. Oop, hello. So, okay. Even though we haven't colonised it, we've technically... So we don't own all the settlements, so we can't... Oh, so this tells us what the... so the stronger the geometric web, the better these are. That's really, really good. So I'm probably going to end up going for the alignment of crafting once I capture the Cursed Jungle. So that's our Saurus Warriors. Nothing interesting. Kroq-Gar gained a rank, and Ratok gained a rank. So, trying to get my words out. I always like going for Route Marcher first in terms of the Lords, just because it gives them a chance to move around the campaign map a lot better. So I know it's not a very exciting one, but get that Route Marcher. Now, Ratok, you've gone up. Now, what do we want? Wind Blast. So, the Astromancer seizes the winds of the battlefield, directing them against the foe to battle their targets with unhallowed gales. Or Uranon's Thunderbolt. I think I am going to go for strong versus multiple combatants. Right, just because we're up against so many Skaven, I am going to go for Uranon's Thunderbolt. And leave that with him. Right. Now that we've actually got a battle in, I am going to call it an end there, folks. We'll pick this up on the next episode. Thank you all so much for joining me and sticking with it through to the end. If you like what you're seeing here, please do go down to the bell icon and subscribe. Make sure you click that bell icon to receive notifications about any new videos that I upload. And yeah, well, as I say, thank you all for coming and hope you enjoyed what you saw. See you all in the next one. Bye.